Oh my God!
Through the table!
Now how are we going to play beer pong now after the show?
What's in the box? Oh! You lose! But be assured, it doesn't matter who you put in.
Introducing first, from Montreal, Quebec, weighing in at 185 pounds, Speedball Mike Bailey!
And what a way to kick things off, no pun intended, Scott. Mike Bailey, one of the hardest hitting, highest flying professional wrestlers you will ever see. He just gave a ninja kick to a guy instead of a high five.
He is set to go one-on-one with John Greed, the Dawn of Disgraceland, in the first round of this Northern Tournament. And fans, of course, this first round began last week. If you haven't seen last week's episode, I implore you to go back and find it. Hopefully you PVR'd it. If not, you can still see it on Smash On Demand. But advancing to the second round last week, Jason Kincaid, Evil Uno, Psycho Mike, and Stu Grayson. As the second round of the field starts to become a little bit more clear tonight here, Brett.
Yeah, no kidding. We're going to see the last 4 men, or potentially women, advance in this tournament.
And here comes the Dawn of Disgraceland himself, John Greed, with Logan in tow.
Being accompanied to the ring by Logan from Disgraceland, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Dawn of Disgraceland, John Greed!
John Greed making his way to the ring. You're right about that. Logan menacing, following him.
Where does John Greed find that scrub?
Probably in the passenger side of his best friend's ride, Scott.
Yeah.
Trying to holler at me.
Woof. A menacing look here from Greed. And Brad, we've seen it all throughout this first round, this clash of styles. And we have another one here tonight. Mike Bailey, Speedball.
It's essentially Speedball versus Powerhouse here. And you can't forget about the X Factor of Logan at ringside.
Oh, and the fact that you can find someone the size of Logan to do just whatever you tell him to do, that makes how dangerous Greed really is.
It's terrifying.
And I don't know if Greed has something over Logan. I don't know, or if Logan just sees an opportunity by latching onto the coattails of Greed. But nonetheless,
the look on the face of Greed says it all.
the Dawn of Disgraceland says every time he graces the Smash Wrestling ring with his presence, he turns it into Disgraceland. Once again, there you see this first round matchup of the Northern Tournament about to get underway. And there's the bell. Mike Bailey versus Greed. Now officially underway, first round of the Northern Tournament. And again, fans, if you're unfamiliar with the Northern Tournament, the process of it, there are 8 first-round matchups. The winners of all those obviously go on to the second round semifinals. The final 4 competitors will compete in a fatal 4-way elimination main event where the winner will be crowned the #1 contender to the Smash Wrestling Championship at Super Showdown 7 in Toronto over SummerSlam weekend, Brett.
It's going to be a jam-packed week, of course. If you're not familiar with the weekend we're talking about, check out smash-wrestling.com for all the information.
Smash Wrestling is joined up with promotions from all over the world to bring you the very best talent over the course of that week. Again, tickets available for those shows at smash-wrestling.com. And this match now officially underway as Bailey with a straight kick right to the chest of Greed, another one, and Greed barely budging. Oh, this time Bailey goes low, smart strategy there. And now repeated strikes from the speedball, looking to take out Greed early.
Those are just machine gun-like kicks. And he catches him with an enziguri for the last one. Do you think Mike Bailey could kick a hole in a brick wall?
I don't doubt it.
Bailey. Whoa!
Moonsault. I don't know how much of Greed he got, but he definitely got all of Logan.
That's what it's an effective strategy. You take out Logan, you take out that X factor.
But you take your sights off your opponent at the same time there, Brad, as Greed has used it almost as a distraction, involuntary, all the same.
Where are they going here?
Oh, they're going all over the FHC center. And now they're right in front of the bar there. As we try to get a camera over there, here we go.
Oh!
Back first on the bar?
That's usually how my Saturday nights end.
It's usually how mine start. As Greed, just like that, this thing might be over already.
That's definitely turned the tides. Bailey thrown into the ring incredibly hard.
Well, and Brad, in a tournament style such as this, it is extremely advantageous to try to end the match as quickly as you possibly can because the work is not done beyond this match.
That's it.
This is only step one.
This is step one of a three-step process to get a shot at the championship. And even then, you still have to face the Smash Wrestling champion and hope to pull out a victory, something that nobody's been able to do.
That's right. We still don't know who the Smash Wrestling champion will be heading into Super Showdown 7. In a couple weeks' time, we will figure that out. As Tarek is set to defend the title against the remix of professional wrestling, Kevin Bennett.
And if he gets through Bennett, who's to say he's not going to lose it on the way to Super Showdown? It's not a guaranteed opportunity at Tarek. It's a guaranteed opportunity at the Smash Wrestling Championship. Just so happens.
Back to days ago, cover from Greed. He barely even got a 1 count there.
It just so happens right now that Tarek is the man that everyone is preparing for.
Well, but this is, Brad, if you ask me though, this is the time of year that Tarek steps it up another notch. This is the time of year that Tarek seems to go into those championship rounds, if you will. I mean, anytime you get into the northern stage, leading into Super Showdown season, that's when Tarek is at his absolute apex here in Smash Wrestling. But right here tonight, Greed was something to prove. Another one of Smash Wrestling originals that we rarely talk about Greed in the same light as the Pillars, as a Scotty O'Shea.
Greed has been here since inception.
Well, and he has evolved so much over his career here in Smash Wrestling, and maybe that's why he doesn't get as much attention as the other originals here in Smash Wrestling, because of the constant evolution, constantly changing the way he inflicts damage in that ring cover. 2 kick out there from Bailey, but all along the way, Brad, he has been extremely successful here in Smash Wrestling.
Yeah, he's been just about everywhere to be in Smash Wrestling. He's been a tag team wrestler. He's been a singles competitor.
Once beat 5 men in one night.
That's it. Now he's got...
There's Logan on the outside now, trying to choke out Bailey on the bottom rope.
Now he's got Disgraceland.
And that's, if any, Brad, Greed is more dangerous now than he's ever been.
Which is a scary thought, because he's always been dangerous. Like you said, he beat 5 men in one night.
But the main thing that makes him so dangerous is the fact that he has Disgraceland in his corner, on his side. And he's just wearing down, not just chuckling, laughing at the fans in attendance. And again, the whole MO of the Dawn of Disgraceland Greed here is the fact that he doesn't view Smash Wrestling as a disgrace. He doesn't view Mike Bailey as a disgrace. He views himself as the disgrace for lowering himself to this level. He believes he is above all of this.
Which is a scary thought.
Almost the uncomfortable pace that Greed has slowed this match down to as Bailey once again tries to turn it up a notch.
Well, it's an uncomfortable pace, but it's one that you have to force Mike Bailey to wrestle if you want to beat him. As soon as Bailey starts to get the speed quickening and those kicks flying, he's damn near undefeatable.
Those are kicks that you were just talking about, the things that this is what Greed has to avoid as much as possible. Easier said than done, obviously, as he catches the leg this time.
He's a martial arts black belt.
And this is what you don't want to get into if you're Greed, is trading blows with Mike Bailey.
Not at all. That's the last place I would ever want to be.
He's got to try to keep the speedball grounded. Here comes Bailey!
Whoa! Corkscrew, shooting star press.
2 and kick out there from Greed. As Bailey was 1 second away from getting to the second round of this tournament, as we take one more look at this. Can you do that, Brett?
No.
I'd love to see you try.
I feel like if Mike Bailey slipped on a banana peel, he'd still be able to do that.
Oh, looking for that kill shot there. Is Greed able to catch the leg of Bailey? Look at the look in the eye of Greed here. He just tries to... Bailey is on his feet, and Greed runs right through him with a clothesline for his efforts, though.
Turn him inside out. It's now Greed staying on top of Bailey, front face lock.
Trying to determine nothing but cytoplasm there. And now Greed just sit out power bomb there. Cover 2. Oh, I thought that was it. Was that Greed?
That. A fisherman power bomb.
Only 2, says the official.
And somehow Bailey's able to get his shoulder up. And Greed is angry about it.
Unbelievable. It's Greed. You can see almost frustration here. And this is, we've rarely seen this from Greed. Is that it's usually anytime his opponent kicks out, he gets this weird smirk on his face, this smile, because it means he gets to prolong the damage longer. And now it's almost as if he's frustrated.
Yeah.
I think he's thinking beyond this match, but I think Greed is looking to win this tournament, not for the sake of winning the tournament. He's looking to do it because of the power it wields.
Well, that's exactly it. If he's able to win the Northern Tournament, what would it do for Disgraceland? What would it do for Greed?
What would it do for his message?
Bailey and Greed exchanging on the top rope here.
Forearm shivers there from Bailey. Oh, and just a straight punch right to the face there from
Bailey
Greed.
landing awkwardly on the ropes and then again on the apron.
I'm surprised Bailey's even moving after that, much less getting up and delivering a strike right to the back of Greed.
And Greed now.
He's going to meet him right back up there, not afraid to fall. It's Bailey.
What the hell is Bailey thinking here?
Hurricanrana! Launching Greed across the ring.
Straight kick to the chest. And for the moonsault knees. Oh,
just driving all of the air out of Greed. But he rolls to the outside where Logan is there waiting with arms wide open. And now, what's Bailey thinking here? All the way up top. Takes it off Disgraceland and lands on his feet.
Splitting the uprights and taking down both Greed and Logan, and now Speedball has an opportunity to put this thing away.
As we take one more look at these knees, he just sticks the landing right in the gut of Greed. It's like dropping a bag of sand right on the man's chest.
A bag of sand. Start dropping 2 cinder blocks on him.
Bags of sand can be pretty heavy.
Not as heavy as cinder blocks. Bailey looking for a tornado kick.
Oh, and he nails it right to the temple of Disgraceland's John Greed.
For the shooting star double knees, if he hits this, it's all but finished for Greed. Oh!
Right to the spine.
Into the cover.
Bailey into the cover. 2. And Logan able to put the foot of Greed on the bottom rope. Bailey doesn't even realize what just happened.
Great ring awareness by Logan.
Ring awareness, but Brett, that's his only job. Double knees right to the back there. And if not for Logan, this match would already be over.
And Bailey looks...
Oh, and Bailey, he knows he's going right after Logan now.
And Logan's trying to hightail it out of here.
I don't blame him. Man, close to us. I don't like that at all. Yeah, Logan is trying to get out of dodge here, and Greed laying in a wait.
No. He's got him up in a torture rack.
Oh, wait a second here. What's Greed going for?
Oh, my God.
Just ribcage first off the apron. Complete lack of regard for the well-being of his opponent. And now Greed going up to the top rope. And delivering a frog splash.
Into the cover, Greed's gonna advance.
No, was that 3? Again, another close call there.
That's about as close as it gets without being a 3 count, Scott. How the hell did Bailey kick out of that?
Well, Brad, I'll be honest, I'm not convinced he did, but the official's a lot closer than I am, so. Now Logan might have a case here with the official. Meanwhile, there's still a match going on. Hang on a second, Greed's got a chair. Oh! And Bailey kicks it right out from under him. Cover, and that's it!
Winner of this contest and advancing to the second round of the Northern Tournament, Speedball Mike Bailey.
Speedball Mike Bailey overcomes the odds and advances to round number 2 of the Northern Tournament.
Mike Bailey just defeated not only Greed, but also Logan and all of Disgraceland in the process. Bailey going around 2.
Well, that's the thing, Brad. He didn't get here just to get here. There is still work to be done if Mike Bailey is going to win the Northern Tournament. And for Greed, it is back to the drawing board. As you see Logan now with a look of disbelief, shock even. And he looks scared.
Are we still going over this? Have you given me your answer? Have you decided to stick with me, or are you going to do as I ask and leave the pillars? You don't have an answer? You don't have an answer? Do you have an answer? Okay. All right. Let me take this. I'll see you after your match.
Kingdom James walking out, and Brad, in the immortal words of Rush, if you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. Well, this is interesting.
We're scheduled to have Sebastian Suave versus LuFisto right now, but this is Anthony Kingdom James.
Well, and there's visible frustration on the face of Kingdom James, perhaps. Well, Brad, not perhaps. We know what it's about. It's about the indecision of Sebastian Suave to make a choice. Kingdom laid down the ultimatum. It's me or the pillars, and Sebastian Suave has been putting him off. And perhaps he's been putting him off long enough.
Let's see what Kingdom has to say here, Scott. He looks very frustrated.
My name is Kingdom, Anthony Kingdom James, and I am here to put an end to something. Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and Smash On Demand and the Fight Network, it's all been documented for months. Sebastian Suave and I at odds, because Sebastian Suave has a new group of friends, the Pillars. And I know you all love the Pillars so much. Yeah. But the Sebastian Suave who's part of the Pillars isn't the Sebastian Suave who convinced Anthony Kingdom James to come to Smash Wrestling. And I'm tired of dealing with half a man. So Sebastian Suave, get your ass out here right now.
Oh, wow.
This is real as real can be, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a first round match in the Northern Tournament scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Toronto, Ontario, weighing in at 200 pounds, the endorsement Sebastian Suave.
This is two men that at one time were best friends, and Sebastian Suave's trying to say we can both be friends, and now these guys are Mike or no Mike.
We're gonna do this. We're not gonna do this every month. This is gonna be the last time we do this. I told you, not making a decision is a decision, okay? So buddy, you get to decide now. Are you with me or are you with the Pillars? Because I'm tired of this game. I'm tired of this game. You convinced me to come to Smash Wrestling with a goal in mind, make you the Smash Heavyweight Champion.
That's what this tournament is about.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yes, that's what this tournament is about, you idiot. If you win this tournament, you have to fight your buddy, Tarek. The thing you don't want to do, the thing you've kept me from arranging. But let me tell you something. You know, I see Brent Banks taking title shots at Tarek, and I see Tyson Dukes taking title shots at Tarek. Whatever his name, Terrence? Derek? What's his name? Who cares? You should be the Smash Heavyweight Champion. So tell me now whether you want to make it. Do you want to make a decision? Do you want to stand up on your hind legs like a man and be a man and take on Tarek and be the Smash Heavyweight Champion? Or are you going to tuck tail and hide out with your friends in the Pillars? What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
What do you think this tournament is about? I'm here to win it, and you're distracting me in the middle of the tournament instead of helping me. You got your answer right there. I'm here to win the tournament, and it doesn't matter who the champion is, Tarek or not, I'm game.
Yeah, I'm making you make a decision. You want to be champion, that's fine. What about the Pillars? Are you still part of the Pillars? Do you need a second to think about that? Because I don't see the Pillars here to help you. I see Kingdom James here.
Play the jealous card.
I'm not playing the jealous card. I'm playing the business card, baby.
Pillars got my back. You're making me choose.
Okay. All right. You're not ready. You're not ready. Okay? Here we go. Here it is. Line in the sand, buddy. Line in the sand. You've got till day 2 of the Northern. I hope you win tonight. I hope you make it to the second round. I hope you make it to the finals. But let me tell you something. We're going to do this again on night 2. And you're going to give me a yes or no answer, or I'm going to walk. I'm gone. I'm gone. And you can do, hey, shut your mouth, boy. Shut your mouth. Men are talking. Shut your mouth. You're gonna give me a final definitive answer. You're either with Kingdom James or you're with the Pillars. And you give me the wrong answer, I'm gone. I'm gone for poof. And we'll see if you can do this on your own.
Anthony Kingdom James tired
As a matter of fact, hey,
Sebastian Suave.
let's see if you can do this on your own right now.
And it is.
Oh, Kingdom's leaving.
He's drawing the line in the sand, giving Sebastian Suave till the second round of this tournament to make a decision. And how is Sebastian Suave now supposed to shift focus onto his opponent right here tonight?
And his opponent from Montreal, Quebec, weighing in at 163 pounds, the Wounded Owl, LuFisto!
I tell you what, Brad, he better learn to shift focus quick, because if he doesn't, LuFisto is going to make short work of him.
Yeah, no kidding. LuFisto, one of the pioneers of women's professional wrestling here in Canada.
It's been a long time since we've seen her in a Smash Wrestling ring. Great to see her back. The only female in this year's Northern Tournament.
Why did you stop?
And this is, I mean, it's hard for even me, hang on, as the opening bell. Brad, it's hard for even me to shift focus onto this match after the exchange, the verbal exchange we just saw between Kingdom James and Sebastian Suave. You hate to see that between two friends.
He wants to see aggression. He wants to see if I can do this on my own. No offense, LuFisto.
Oh!
What? LuFisto's going to get that dirt off her shoulder real quick.
And LuFisto.
And Brad, I say that saying you hate to see that between two friends, knowing full well, I mean, the tactics of Anthony Kingdom James, say what you will about it. I mean, that is still raw emotion pouring out of the man. Oh, Sebastian Suave just spit in the face of the wounded owl. And that's a mistake. Sebastian Suave thinks that's what aggression is. He's about to learn what aggression is, courtesy of LuFisto. Oh! Just dropped on his back and his head.
LuFisto staying on top of Suave here. Forearms in the corner.
Repeated headbutts out of the sternum.
LuFisto had a steam. Whoa, Suave with some agility getting out of the way.
Well, Brad, go ahead, sorry.
And you're right. You say you don't want to see it between two friends, but Scott, I would argue, I don't think Kingdom and Sebastian Suave are friends. They're business partners.
I don't know, the look in Kingdom's eyes, it seemed very emotional there. And I mean, you're right.
Scott, if you were in jeopardy of losing your job, would you not be a little emotional?
Well, the only person, cannonball there from LuFisto. The only person that's put Kingdom James in jeopardy of losing his job is him. He's the one that laid the ultimatum. Sebastian Suave was happy to have his cake and eat it too. And I think that's what rubbed Kingdom the wrong way, is he felt like he was playing second fiddle to the Pillars, and he's sick and tired of it. There's some credence to that.
Well, in defense of Kingdom, Scott, since the Pillars have formed, where have the endorsement dollars gone?
Yeah, and it's a great question.
They've been non-existent. He calls himself the endorsement, Scott, and there's been no products to endorse.
Well, and Brad, here's the main thing, is that you and I have been unable to shift our focus off of Kingdom James. There is no way Sebastian Suave has been able to do it in this matchup, and LuFisto taking full advantage of it right here and now.
You can certainly tell.
Oh no, a fan delivering a shot. Is that allowed?
The referee's going to allow it.
I mean, it is the Northern Tournament. And Russian leg sweep, spine first, into the apron of the ring. Right, that's not even the apron, Brad. This is just the frame of the ring.
And you're right. Sebastian Suave just yelled, "Do you like that, Kingdom? Are you watching?"
Yeah, this is a Sebastian Suave trying to deliver a message rather than trying to win a match. And when you're in a tournament to crown a #1 contender, that is not the mindset to have.
No, you need to be laser focused on this tournament. But right now, Sebastian Suave isn't.
And LuFisto in a bad way here, straight left hand there from the southpaw, right to the jaw of LuFisto.
Oh, come on.
And Sebastian Suave, he just alluded to the fact that LuFisto is retiring at the end of this calendar year. She's announced that because of knee issues, and Sebastian Suave is targeting that knee right now. That's disgusting.
Well, disgusting or not, Scott, it is effective. And if he's trying to show Kingdom that he's here to win the tournament, win it at any cost.
Yeah, but win it for you. Win it because you want to win the tournament. Don't worry about who it's for or why you're doing it. That's the part that I don't understand here, is the fact that Sebastian Suave is more focused on what Kingdom James thinks of him. And the more focused on Kingdom he is, the less focused on LuFisto he is. And LuFisto is trying to battle back here.
Scoop on a slam by Suave. And going right back to work on that knee.
Yeah, now look at that single leg crab there. And now he's got to turn over. And this might be it already. LuFisto in a bad way, but there's only so much damage that knee can take. And she knew that going into this year, Brad, that knee's got a shelf life. And perhaps announcing and going on this retirement tour was a mistake. And she's trying to claw her way to the bottom rope and stay in this thing. And she gets there to that bottom rope.
Yeah, LuFisto, she's got to be in a world of pain. Those ligaments in the knee.
But Brad, could you imagine what a send-off it would be for the career of the Wounded Owl LuFisto, who's been wrestling for, I mean, eons, really. But if she could win the Northern Tournament, go on to Super Showdown, and become the Smash Wrestling Champion before she leaves, what a send-off that would be. But Sebastian Suave in recover here, looking to put a stop to that already. Kick out there from LuFisto.
The real question then would become, would she have to forfeit the title, or would she continue to wrestle until she loses?
Well, Brad, perhaps that's a bridge to cross when we get to it. I mean, certainly no one's forcing her to retire, except for, I mean, her own physical well-being. Sebastian Suave trying to load up that elbow, looking for the brought to you by, but ran into a forearm there from LuFisto. He's not delivering the shots right back. She's not afraid to get in a fist fight.
No, absolutely not, and there's a shot right to the gut. LuFisto, I don't think there's anything that phases LuFisto that she's afraid of.
Delivering a strike there right to the back. The Wounded Owl fears nothing. German suplexes, dropping Suave on the back of his head. Looking for a shot there. Sebastian Suave able to reverse it, and now he's got that top rope triangle choke locked in.
Can't win the match with that move, but you can wear down your opponent, and that is something that Sebastian Suave does so well.
He tiptoes the line very carefully, because on the one hand, you can wear down your opponent. On the other hand, you can also get disqualified. So,
LuFisto with an arm bar.
Off the top rope. And now it is her trying to wear down Sebastian Suave, trying to rip that shoulder out of socket. Drop kick there, dropping Suave down to the mat.
LuFisto trying to shake the blood back into that knee. She runs into an elbow by Suave. Whoa!
And Suave, look at the athleticism there. But going up to the top rope never seems to work out for Sebastian Suave. Now he's hung upside down, a tree of woe.
And a swiping, almost Shibata-esque kick right to the face. And a cannonball. Into the cover.
Cover here, two. And Suave just able to get the shoulder up. But Brad, the tree of woe is where the Wounded Owl lives. That's where she's comfortable. That's where she inflicts a lot of damage. Suave is down, trying to find a way back into this matchup.
And LuFisto still trying to shake the cobwebs off of that knee. Suave going for a head kick, nobody home.
LuFisto will duck it. And
Teardrop suplex.
Dumping Suave on his head. LuFisto into a cover. Kick out there from Suave.
Only a 2 count. You can see LuFisto again, the knee really starting to bugger. Sebastian Suave picked that target.
Well, yeah, and she's trying to end this match for more than one reason, Brad. She's trying to end it at A, so she can get to the back and probably put some ice on that knee, and B, because she wants to advance in the tournament. But here's the other question now, Brad. Of course, this is only round number 1. If LuFisto is able to defeat Sebastian Suave here tonight, advance to round number 2, what's going to be left?
Not much. Oh!
Neck breaker there from Suave. Now, hang on, roll up. He might get caught here too. Kick out.
Suave able to kick out. Almost looked like he may have given her a thumb to the eye there. Spine buster!
Double S spine buster there from the endorsement into a cover here. Both legs hooked, and LuFisto still finding a way to get the shoulder up.
And Suave starting to become perplexed.
As we take one more look at that neck breaker there from Sebastian Suave. And Brad, normally around this time, this is where Sebastian Suave starts looking for Kingdom James to talk him back into this matchup. When frustration sets in, Kingdom's always there to calm him down.
There is no Kingdom at ringside. And this could be the future for Sebastian Suave.
There's no Kingdom, there's no pillars. It is now allowing Suave to do it all by himself here. For a clothesline there. Reversed by LuFisto.
Tiger Driver!
Cover here from LuFisto, looking to advance to the northern. Sebastian Suave kicks out.
Suave able to get his shoulder up just barely after the Tiger Driver by LuFisto.
That is just disbelief and exhaustion all mixed into one there from LuFisto.
It's a high angle Tiger Driver. Suave might be hurt here.
Suave might be out. That kick out might have been on pure instinct.
LuFisto calling for the end here.
She's sensing that she's wounded him enough that she's going for the end here. She just hoists Sebastian Suave, trying to negotiate, trying to maneuver this body up. And Suave will fight out of it. He's going to hold the official. He went for a kick right to the knee again, a shot to the kneecap.
Oh, and the brought to you by.
That's got to be it. She's out. Sebastian Suave advances without the help of Kingdom
Winner of this
James.
contest and advancing to the second round of the Northern Tournament, Sebastian Suave.
And LuFisto gave it a good fight here, but in the end, Brad, it was the knee giving out that cost her. I sincerely hope we get to see her at least one more time here in Smash Wrestling before all is said and done in her legendary career.
You and me both, Scott.
But it is all about the Northern Tournament, and it is all about Sebastian Suave. Right now, advancing to the second round. Still 2 matches to go. Of course, Matt Cross going one-on-one with the Smash Wrestling debuting Ultimo Dragon, and Carter Mason goes one-on-one with Tyson Deuce. And that's going to round out the next round here in the Northern Tournament.
I'll see you again, Zoe. Real soon. Real soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a first round match in the Northern Tournament, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 191 pounds, M-Dog Matt Cross!
In any other tournament, in any other promotion, this match is a final. This match is a main event. This match is to crown it all. But here in Smash Wrestling, this match is in the very first round. Matt Cross going one-on-one with Ultimo Dragon. Brad, can you believe we were about to call this?
I can't, Scott. This one's a bucket list for me. My very first independent wrestling show about 15 years ago, Ultimo Dragon wrestled Matt Cross on.
Who won?
I can't remember. It was 15 years ago, Scott.
Well, you remember the match, damn it. But tonight it is much more than just. It's much more than just Matt Cross versus Ultimo Dragon, as crazy as that is to say. It's about the Northern Tournament.
Absolutely.
And there's going to be, no matter who wins this match, a heavy favorite is going to get knocked out in round number 1.
No kidding. The former Smash Wrestling champion.
Former winner of this tournament. Of course, back when it was the former gold tournament. And here, Brad, I'm getting goosebumps right now because we're in the presence of a living legend. As we await the arrival of Ultimo Dragon. One of the greatest cruiserweights to ever step foot in a ring, and there he is.
And his opponent, from Nagoya, Japan, weighing in at 185 pounds, Ultimo Ultimo Dragon!
Ultimo Dragon versus Matt Cross. As you said, Brad, a bucket list, and this should be a bucket list match, not just for you, for really for anybody.
No kidding.
And Brad, even the fact that you brought up the fact you watched these two men compete against each other 15 years ago is a testament to the fact that they are both still here, not just still here today, still at the very top of their game 15 years later. As the legend Ultimo Dragon showing respect to the Canadian fans here at Smash Wrestling.
I have the most insane goosebumps right now, Scott. This is pretty cool.
Come on, Brad. I mean, we're getting goosebumps in this. All he's done is walk through a curtain.
No kidding. Wait till he starts to wrestle. The innovator of the Acai moonsault.
But here's the major difference between these two, Brad, is Matt Cross, as we said, a former winner of this tournament, former Smash Wrestling champion. This promotion means a lot to someone like Matt Cross. And this is Ultimo Dragon's first time setting foot in this promotion. There's the opening bell. Matt Cross, Ultimo Dragon officially underway. They both want to win this match for two different reasons. Ultimo Dragon wants to win because hell, he just wants to win a tournament.
Well, Ultimo Dragon has held a lot of championships in the past. Why wouldn't he want to add the Smash Wrestling Championship
Absolutely.
to that?
Why not is a great question. To Matt Cross, I think the only difference to Matt Cross is a little bit more emotional ties to the promotion, but that's not to say that over time Ultimo Dragon wouldn't develop those same feelings. Everyone that seems to set foot in a Smash Wrestling ring always ends up going and telling all their friends about it after the fact. These two men now just trying to get the upper hand here in the early part of the match here, feeling out process perhaps. That's the pace. Wow, the speed that these two guys have.
Just so crisp.
I'm still having to pinch myself that I'm calling an Ultimo Dragon match right now.
Yeah, you and me both, Scott. This is wild.
And Matt Cross is looking across the ring and realizing he's in for a fight. I mean, the fact that, again, say what you will about Father Time, but these two guys are turning back the clock right now.
Lock up.
Again, another lock up here. Side headlock takedown there from Ultimo Dragon. The side headlock applied here. Trying to wear it down. They're both trying to slow each other down.
Ultimo Dragon very much followed the same process in his career as Jushin Thunder Liger. As he got older, started to shy away from some of the very high-flying stuff, Scott, but really, really improved his grappling game, and you're seeing this right now as Ultimo Dragon.
Well, and make no mistake about it, Brad, say what you will about the aerial offense and ability of Ultimo Dragon and the speed of Ultimo Dragon, but he can tie you up in absolute knots at the same time.
An incredible submission wrestler, an incredible
cover here, immediate kick out there from Cross. Sweeps the legs, cover, and immediate kick up there from Ultimo Dragon. And they just go head to head one more time like a couple of rams.
This is incredible.
And you always got to be wary of the Dragon Sleeper as well. But if you're Ultimo Dragon, you got to be wary.
Wow.
Be wary of that Shooting Star Press if you're Ultimo Dragon, because Matt Cross, he's delivered that maneuver and defeated a who's who here in Smash Wrestling with that maneuver. Listen to this crowd. It's not every day this happens, Brett.
Yeah, no kidding. A living legend in our presence.
And a chop there to the chest of Matt Cross. Ultimo Dragon trying to wear him down.
He's getting with two-handed chops there, Scott.
just a methodical pace now being put on by Ultimo Dragon. Irish whip, reverse the lift from Cross. And spring back elbow on the button.
And a cross body taking out Ultimo Dragon.
Yeah, he connected with that cover too, and Ultimo Dragon able to drape his hand over the bottom rope.
And that's the incredible awareness of Ultimo Dragon.
And,
not expending any energy to kick out. You don't have to thrust your opponent off your body if you can just touch the rope.
Well, and you saw the immediate frustration there with Matt Cross. Not frustrated with the fact that Ultimo Dragon was able to kick out, but frustrated with the fact that he left the opportunity there for Ultimo Dragon to be so close to the ropes. He's frustrated with himself for not centering Ultimo Dragon before that lateral press. Trying to plant the leg there to deliver a suplex, but Ultimo Dragon lowering that center of gravity.
Matt Cross.
And you see those open hand palm strikes right to the pancreas.
Is that where the pancreas is?
I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Didn't know you studied anatomy, Scott. A suplex battle going on here.
Oh, and neither man really getting the upper hand. This has been a stalemate thus far in the opening round here. And again, this is crazy. This is the opening round of the Northern Tournament.
Suplex.
And Cross, you can see the wheels starting to turn in his head.
That Cross.
Oh, hang on a second. Hang on. Ultimo Dragon, you're right, Brad. He's in a precarious position. That's almost exactly where Cross wants him. Is Cross, all he has to do is, he's got to hurry up here, if you ask me.
Cross going all the way to the top rope.
Looking for that shooting star press. Looking to put Ultimo Dragon away. Dragon wisely rolls into the corner and out of harm's way.
And a big Huracan Rana into the cover.
Reversal there from Cross. And a kick out there from Ultimo Dragon. Drop toe hold there from Ultimo Dragon.
Short arm drop toe hold. You don't see that very often. But for La Magistral Cradle.
Pump kick right to the face.
Whoa.
Oh, springboard cutter there.
Down goes Ultimo Dragon.
Cover two. And Ultimo Dragon able to get the shoulder up, but that one might have hurt him. As we take another look at it right here, you got all of that. And now the official trying to give both these men an opportunity here in this matchup. And normally in any other match, in any other circumstance, you might see him start a 10 count there, but this is the Northern Tournament. There's too much on the line here, and the officials are seemingly letting these guys go, not just in this match, but throughout this tournament. You'd hate to see any match and something so prestigious come down to an official's decision.
Matt Cross, Ultimo Dragon on the top rope.
Is Ultimo Dragon now trying to wear Matt Cross down. And Brad, you and I are calling this match on a monitor, but just for a moment, just take a look at what we're getting to see live and in person. We are in the presence of this matchup. As Matt Cross now setting up for the shooting star press. Looking to put Ultimo Dragon away. Nobody home.
And Ultimo Dragon
looks to take advantage.
La Magistral Cradle.
Cover two. That's it. Ultimo Dragon.
Winner of this contest and advancing to the second round of the Northern Tournament, Ultimo Dragon.
Snatching a victory from the brink of defeat. Ultimo Dragon picks up a victory and advances to the second round as we take one more look at the closing moments of this matchup.
Ultimo Dragon has just defeated the very first ever Smash Wrestling champion in the Northern Tournament.
Oh, Brad, that's a great point. Matt Cross is out. A former Smash Wrestling champion, a former winner of this very tournament. It just got knocked out in the first round. He's a guy that knows what it takes to win this whole thing.
Once it settles in, that's a little hard to process.
He's been in the main event of a Super Showdown. He's won in the main event of Super Showdown. But it was not meant to be here tonight. Ultimo Dragon advancing.
A great show of respect. These guys have wrestled each other a whole bunch. And they just put on another classic.
But Brad, as we run down the list and we take a look at who else is advancing this tournament, of course, earlier tonight, Sebastian Suave, Mike Bailey, both advancing. But we also go back, look, Jason Kincaid, Evil Uno, Mike Rollins, Stu Grayson. Brad, have any of them ever been in the ring with an Ultimo Dragon before? What's that gotta feel like, those jitters the first time you step in the ring with a legend like Ultimo Dragon? And again, it's worth pointing out the point that you made earlier, Brad, the fact that Matt Cross, of all people, eliminated in the first round a former Smash Wrestling champion.
Matt Cross is someone who I thought was gonna win the tournament. So now it's an open ballgame.
Well, and that just shows what the Northern Tournament has and all of it's opportunity for everybody. All you need is your ticket to the dance and anything can happen.
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a first round match in the Northern Tournament. Your main event of the evening. Introducing first, from King City, weighing in at 185 pounds, the King of the North, Carter Mason!
This is the stage he wanted. This is the match he wanted. This is the moment the King of the North asked for. He believes this is the night he is crowned the true king. King of the North might become the King of the Northern if he can advance here in this tournament.
Well, if he's going to do that, he's got to be the king of the mat and out-wrestle Tyson Dukes.
And again, Brad, he's asked for this match. Tyson Dukes asked for someone to step up. And Carter Mason immediately answered that call.
And his opponent, from London, Ontario, weighing in tonight at 215 pounds, the wrestling machine, Tyson Dukes!
You see Carter Mason getting right in the face of Tyson Dukes, not backing down an inch. And Tyson Dukes, I mean, Brad, we talked about the fact that Matt Cross is a former winner of this tournament, former Smash Wrestling champion. Tyson Dukes holds those same accolades, holds those same accomplishments. No one knows main event in Smash Wrestling more than Tyson Dukes. But again, Brad, this is the stage that Carter Mason wanted. For years, he was trying to crack the roster here in Smash Wrestling. And he did it by saying yes. Every time he was called upon, he said yes. Every time someone in Smash Wrestling was injured, every time there was issues with a flight, issues with a visa, Smash Wrestling called on Carter Mason, and on short notice, every single time Carter Mason said yes. He went about it the right way, and now he's here in the main event of the Northern Tournament, round number 1, with Tyson Dukes, Smash Wrestling Original.
This is a long-awaited rematch for a lot of fans.
Well, you're right. And Brad, the first time we saw these two compete with each other one-on-one here in Smash Wrestling was on a match that ended up going untelevised, and it was Carter Mason's debut.
Yep.
That's part of what put this chip on Carter Mason's shoulder. He finally made it here to Smash Wrestling, and his match didn't make it to television.
It was a hell of a match that received critical acclaim.
Absolutely. It was one of the... Vampiro himself put the match over. It was the show that was put on by Vampiro. And now here they are going at it once again, and this time it's the world is watching.
Oh!
And this is Carter Mason, again, just not intimidated by Tyson Dukes, which is saying something about what's inside of Carter Mason.
If you're going to try and beat Tyson Dukes, you can't be intimidated by him at all. You need to go in there, you need to respect his game, but you can't be intimidated.
Well, and you're right. In many ways, Carter Mason respects Tyson Dukes, but I think at the same time, Brad, Carter Mason firmly believes in his heart, in his core, in his soul, that he is better than Tyson Dukes, and he needs that. He's fueled by that.
Well, it's an incredibly bold statement to make because Tyson Dukes is one of the best in the world. Mason up and over. A planche out of the floor.
Well, and Tyson Dukes has the one thing you cannot teach. You just have to earn it, and that is experience. Not to say that Carter Mason doesn't have it. He has a ton of experience, but what I'm specifically referring to is the fact that Tyson Dukes has experience in this tournament, in this setting, in this promotion.
Oh, wow, what a powerful body slam by Tyson Dukes. No wasted motions. Tyson Dukes never has any. You see the red mark from that slap across the neck.
And
oh.
Brad, 2 years in a row, Tyson Dukes made it to the finals of this tournament only to lose. That's how hard it is to win this tournament. But he knows how to go past his first round, and it was finally the third time was the charm for Tyson Dukes when he's finally able to pick up a win and win the Northern Tournament.
Just two right hands. Oh, a gamengiri there.
And it's worth pointing out, this is the other thing that's worth pointing out, Brad, is that last year Tyson Dukes won the Northern Tournament and was unable to claim his reward. He was injured, unable to compete in the main event of Super Showdown. Instead, giving up his spot. And who did he give his spot up to, Brad? None other than the man that would come out to become the new Smash Wrestling champion that night, Tarek.
And what would it mean for Tyson Dukes and Tarek to main event Super Showdown together?
It'd mean a lot for both those men, Brad. I mean, it would mean that Tarek was able to hang on to the championship for an entire calendar year. I mean, Tyson Dukes was able to earn back the spot that he never lost.
Oh, just driving the knee into the mat. Mason's in a lot of pain here.
Brad, how many tournaments like this does Tyson Dukes have left in him? We said he's been to the finals just about every time, but every time you enter a tournament like this, you never leave the same person you came into it as. You can't. And the more Tyson Dukes goes through, and the more along his career gets.
Well, it just becomes a war of attrition. There's a beautiful Indian deathlock.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down. You're right, that Indian deathlock is locked in deep, and Carter Mason screaming in pain.
Just trying to snap the lower leg, but Mason able to get to the ropes.
Well, and there is, Brad, there is wrestling against Tyson Dukes, and then there's wrestling against Tyson Dukes come Super Showdown season here at Smash Wrestling. He's a different beast.
He's a whole nother monster there.
And Carter Mason finding that out the hard way right now, as Tyson Dukes continuously trying to rip that knee at a joint cover, kick out. And every time Mason popped up, Tyson was there to chop him right back down. And Carter Mason just being brutalized here.
Almost being toyed with by Tyson Dukes.
But he's being dissected is what's happening right now. And you're right, Tyson Dukes is almost teaching Carter Mason a lesson here that this is what it takes to be in the main event here in Smash Wrestling. This is what it's like when all eyes are on you. This is what it's like.
Mason firing back here.
And Brad, it's worth pointing out even earlier tonight that Carter Mason was almost, soaking in the moment, digesting the fact that on a night where Ultimo Dragon makes his Smash Wrestling debut, it is Carter Mason that is the main event.
It's got to add confidence.
Well, yeah, but again, at the end of the day, he didn't get here just to get here. Now is when the work starts. You're in the main event. You're in the Northern Tournament. You're in there with Tyson Dukes. And Carter Mason, we're finding out here tonight, he's going to rise to the occasion. Is that figure four leg lock now applied? And this might be it.
Referee checking the shoulders.
This Carter Mason just slapping Tyson Dukes in the face repeatedly, showing the fight that's left in him. And Tyson Dukes, though, right back, wrenching on those legs. And
Carter Mason.
Cover two. And he's exhausted. He's in an excruciating amount of pain.
He's trying to roll this over.
Yeah, trying to reverse the pressure.
He may have expended the last bit of energy he had trying to slap the face of Tyson Dukes and break the hold.
Yeah, he's trying to get out of this thing. He's got to reach a bottom rope. Tyson Dukes keeping a close eye on Carter Mason.
Mason's so close to the bottom rope, too.
But Tyson wisely, he's reversed the pressure now.
He's able to use momentum to reverse the pressure. Tyson Dukes has got to let go of this hold.
Yeah, well, now it's Tyson Dukes that's in a bad way. And Tyson Dukes able to get to the bottom rope and force a break here. As those legs intertwined. Has the damage been done, though, to Carter Mason?
Yeah, you got to live to fight another day at some point, Carter Mason.
Brad, it's the Northern Tournament. You got to fight like there is no other day. Shot to the back there from Tyson Dukes. I get what you're saying. I know. I mean, the longevity of his career at some point starts to take precedence. But this, if you're not fighting to win the Northern Tournament, you don't belong in a ring. At the end of the day, this is what it's all about. And Carter Mason knows that. That's why he's going to leave it all out there. I think Carter Mason's going to win this match, or we're going to have to scrape him off the mat when all is said and done.
You very well could be right.
Forearm shot there from the wrestling machine as he goes right back to the well, goes right back to the leg of Carter Mason.
So he's just trying to rip the patella right out of its socket.
Trying to rip a lot more than that, Brad. I mean, there's damage. There's all kinds of tendons in that knee. There's meniscus. Now he's going to work on the ankle.
Working the ankle, but again, it's twisting all the ligaments in his knee as well. Oh, wow, what a boot straight to the face.
Well, and you saw that Carter Mason had to pry his other foot out from underneath Tyson Dukes as well. Carter Mason looking to knight Tyson Dukes.
Got the foot, knee to the face, though.
Yeah, he does, but he's got no leg to stand on as he just crumples onto the mat as Tyson Dukes. Brad, it's twofold, the fact that he's been focusing on the legs of Carter Mason. For, well, one, it's offensive because he's trying to take out the legs, and for two, it's defensive because it takes away a lot of the offense of Carter Mason.
That's a hell of a point, Scott. Mason's not going to be able to throw that knighting super kick if he can't plant his foot.
Forearm shot there from Mason. Another one. Repeated strikes now from the King of the North, and again Dukes right to the knee.
And Mason hanging on for dear life. Handful of hair dragging Mason back up to the
This is just an aggressive side of Tyson Dukes that we haven't seen in a long time, Brad.
It's the Northern season, Scott. You said it yourself. It brings out the best and, in some cases, the worst of people. The aggression of Tyson Dukes. Oh, no.
It's now both men on the very top. And Tyson Dukes with forearm shots, trying to wear down Carter Mason. And Carter Mason, he's just trying to hang on. Carter Mason's just trying to fight back. All the way up. Oh, God. Superplex from Dukes.
Dukes back to his feet. Mason crumbled in a ball. One more look here. Wow.
Just the authority.
A Northern lariat by Tyson Dukes.
And again, the leg giving out of Carter Mason. Here comes Tyson Dukes. Oh, a super kick from Mason. A last-ditch effort.
That might have taken everything out of his knee, though, Scott. This could be it. Mason might have to give it up.
Oh, he's giving up. He's just going to roll into a cover here. Dukes might be out, Brad.
His knee just buckled under the weight of his own body, Scott.
Well, he's just crawl over.
See, Mason's trying to take his kick pads off, his knee pad off.
Well, it's that super kick, if nothing else, Brad, has created some separation between Carter Mason and Tyson Dukes, giving him a chance to at least regain his composure.
Trying to relieve the pressure on his knees.
But Brad, the more he does that, the more he shows he's hurt. It's almost like the bigger the target gets on that knee, the more Tyson Dukes starts to zone in on it. Nice roll through there from Carter Mason. Cover! Kick out. Forearm shots from Mason.
Mason is on one leg. How is he fighting through this?
Well, Brad, it's almost as if Tyson Dukes is taking offense to the fact that Carter Mason refers to himself as the King of the North. I believe Tyson Dukes probably feels that he holds that title. Hard to argue.
That's very hard to argue.
Forearm shot here from Tyson Dukes as he's got the leg trapped of Carter Mason, forcing him to stand on the bat.
Step up Inzaguri.
But again, at some point, Carter Mason has to start bunching together some of this offense. He's hitting he's picking his spots here, but all it's doing is creating himself an opening.
Well, sometimes an opening's all you need, Scott. It only takes 3 seconds to win the match.
And Tyson Dukes. Oh, I think Carter, yeah, he did. He reversed it into a cutter.
That ripcord knee.
And the knee lands flush on the jaw of Dukes.
And another knee by Mason, but you got to wonder if that's going to damage the knee more. Into the cover.
Well, it's not going to damage it less. Cover, 2. And Dukes able to get the shoulder up. The longer this goes on, the more in favor goes to Tyson Dukes. As we take one more look here at that reversal into a cutter there. Both men now physically exhausted, emotionally drained. This is what the Northern is all about.
Mason back to a vertical base. Tyson Dukes lying prone behind him. Mason on
Looking
one
for
leg
Ryan
with the
Soft.
K-Rada.
Try to land on his feet and jam the knee up. Oh, and Dukes the chop block. DDT, vicious, cover, that's gotta be it. And Carter Mason gets the shoulder up.
Tyson Dukes, Carter Mason, the last match of the first round here in the Northern Tournament of 2019. Has definitely lived up to expectations this far, Scott.
But Brad, I mean, just watching this, it feels like it's only a matter of time. Tyson Dukes is almost as if he's wounded his prey and he's just following him around waiting for him to die.
Tyson looking for that lariat, nobody home. Super
Shot.
kick to the midsection.
It's Carter Mason finding a second win here. DDT
Guillotine.
roll through. Guillotine locked in. And that's locked in deep.
He's locked in deep, and Scott, look at the pressure on the legs of Tyson Dukes.
Tyson Dukes so close, yet so far away from that bottom rope.
Mason
That's a
has
great
landed,
angle of it right there.
Mason has landed perfectly.
And as you rolled him into the center of the ring, he's got to be careful to keep his shoulders off the mat.
The strength of Tyson
Just
here, though.
muscling out of this guillotine as the grip starts to loosen from Carter Mason. And now Dukes.
Looking for a suplex.
What a reversal. This is
Knees to the head.
to the temple from Mason. Tilt-a-whirl and oh!
An octopus stretch here.
And now that's locked in deep, and that's in the center of the ring, Brad.
Trying to rip the neck socket and the shoulder.
Well, and this is what I don't think Carter Mason has enough left in the tank to pin Tyson Dukes, so he's trying to make him submit. Oh, no, he's got the crossface. He's going for the crossface. He got it locked in, Brad.
Crossface.
Carter Mason's going to do it. Dukes
Mason.
has to tap out here,
Can
Brad.
Mason do it?
Carter Mason putting everything he has in this crossface. Dukes is going to tap.
But is it just too late? Is it just too little too late? Has the momentum and all of the energy been sucked out of the life of Carter Mason?
What are you talking about? He's prying away at the face of Dukes. Dukes has nowhere to go.
He's barely holding on.
Oh, hang on, cover here from Dukes. Mason kicks out. And now, Brad, now you got a question. Was that all Carter Mason had left?
A straight shot and a kick.
He's got to go for it, bro. He's got to go for either a knockout shot or a submission here. And he needs to do it soon. Dukes the north-south elbow. Right to the top of the head of Mason. Both these guys just exhausted, leaning on each other for support.
Slaps and forearms and punches being exchanged in the center of the ring.
Well, yeah, they are just exchanging. This thing's just turned into a brawl. Throw wrestling out the window. That clubbing blow there from Dukes, just taking Mason off his feet. And there's a lariat. That might have knocked him out. That's got to do it. And it will. What a match.
Winner of this contest and advancing to the second round of the Northern Tournament, Tyson Dukes.
Tyson Dukes defeats Carter Mason to advance to round number 2. And now the stage is set. We begin round 2 next week. For Brad Myers, I'm Scott Hunter. Good night, everybody.